Welcome to the Original Bro assembly video. In this video, we will show you the step-by-step process for assembling your Original Bro oven quickly and safely. It is strongly recommended that 2 people assemble the oven with the following items: gloves, rubber mallet or hammer, safety footwear, safety glasses, and the printed manual and assembly parts guide for reference. The approximate assembly time is 90 minutes. Before beginning assembly of the oven, ensure that all parts are present by comparing the contents of the crate with the assembly parts guide. Do not discard the packing materials before assembly is complete. If any parts are missing or damaged, do not attempt to assemble the product. Call our customer service department. For more safety information, please refer to the manual included in your Oven Brothers purchase. Remember to watch each step fully before attempting it yourself, as important information regarding the steps may be disclosed at the end of the movement. Once you have a clear and level surface to allow for smooth locking of the parts, while ensuring all parts are present, the assembly process can now begin. Assembly. Start by inserting 02A1, 02A2, and 02A3 vertically into 01B1, making sure the hooks are facing as follows, and 02A3 is at the back. Next, lower 03B1 onto the 302A's series, ensuring the hooks are facing as follows. Carefully lower 03B1 until it is nearly parallel with 01B1. Insert 04A1, making sure it is at the front, and 04A2 into 01B1. Press down onto 04A1 and 04A2 to lock them in place. Lower the assembly onto the wheel kit, ensuring each corner slots into the base. Lock the wheels to prevent movement of the assembly. Secure the assembly to the wheel kit using the provided hardware. Bring 05A1 forward, inserting it into 01B1 and 03B1. Push 05A1 down to lock it in place. Be sure that the top of all walls are flush with each other. At this point, if you're not using the wheel kit, a decision on where the oven will be located should be made. Raise 07A1 into the hooks of 02A1 and 02A2. Push 07A1 horizontally into place, making sure the hole showing is to the right. Push 08B1 down onto the 302A series to lock 07A1 in place. Push 08B2 down onto the 302A series, ensuring the rounded end is towards the back. Insert 28A1 into 03B1. Once 28A1 is horizontal, slide it to the left into 01B1 and push 28A1 down to lock it in place. Slide 09B1 into 05A1. Lower 09B1 so that it rests across 28A1. From the other side of 11A1, fully insert 10B1 and 10B2. With one person on either side of 11A1, simultaneously bring 11A1 to the front of the oven while sliding 09B1 into 11A1. Slide both 10B1 and 10B2 into the oven before locking 11A1 in place so that their ends slide through the back wall. Push 11A1 down to connect the front wall to the oven sidewalls and push down 10B1 and 10B2. Slide 12A1 and 12A2 into the protruding slots of 09B1, ensuring that the correct hardware is used. Insert 13B1 and 13B2 into the bottom of 05A1. Slide 14A1 forward into the end of the 13B series supports. Ensure the 13B series supports are in a completely horizontal position before gently lowering the assembly. While holding 15B1 on an angle, seat its bottom back end into the wide notch in 04A2. Rotate the top of 15B1 upward until the back hooks are lined up with the slots in 05A1. Push 15B1 backwards through the slots in 05A1 as far as possible. Do not hook 15B1 into 05A1. Swing the front of 15B1 outward so that it touches the side wall. Perform the same sequence with 15B2. While on an angle, insert 16A1 into 03B1 as far as possible, ensuring this slot is facing as so. Rotate the other end of 16A1 upward until horizontal, then slide to the left through 01B1. Using two 17B2s, secure either end of 16A1 as so. Rotate 15B1 inward so that the slot in 15B1 straddles 16A1. Pull 15B1 forward into the slots in 14A1 and 16A1. At this point, 15B1 should drop down in place and lock in 05A1. Perform the same sequence with 15B2. Unlock 07A1 by removing 08B1. Slide 07A1 to the right, placing it over the top hooks on 15B1 and 15B2. Then slide it forward in place next to 16A1. Return 08B1 back across the 02A series supports. Hook 18B1 and 18B2 into 05A1 and slowly lower the 18B series down. Place 19A1 into 15B2 and rotate it towards the back, then slide it into 15B1. Insert two 20B2s into either end of 19A1 to secure it in place. Ensure that the correct hardware is used. Allow 21A1 to slide down in place over the 18B series support hooks. Insert 22A1 into the wide slot of 04A2 as far back as possible. This step requires two people to perform the sequence simultaneously. Insert 24A1 and 24A2 through their respective side walls, then rotate them upward and hold them in their highest position until 22A1 is pulled forward into place. Release 24A1 and 24A2 and allow them to drop and lock in place through the slot in 22A1. Push 23A1 into the wide slot of 11A1. Place 25A1 into the oven bed. Lower 26A1, 26A2, 26A3 and 26A4 into the 08B series supports. Place 16 fire bricks into the oven. Note that they can be arranged in any pattern of your choice. Insert 27B1 and 27B2 into 05A1, rotating them down to lock them in place. Slide 27A1 into the 27B1 and 27B2 supports, ensuring it is seated in place as far down as possible into the supports. Slide 28A2, 28A3, and 28A4 into the topmost slots in 03B1. Rotate the 28A series supports upwards, then slide them into 01B1, pushing the supports down to secure them in place. Slide 28B1 and 28B2 into each angled cutout on either side of the 28A series supports. Place 4 fire bricks vertically on each side of the oven wall. Insert 29B1 and 29B2 into the front face of 11A1. While holding 31B1 and 31B2 in place, slide 30A1 through the components in the following order: 01B1, 31B1, 29B1, 29B1A, 29B2, 31B2 on the big bro only, and 03B1. Insert 32B1 and 32B2 into either ends of 30A1 to secure it in place. Slide 33A1 into the oven from the side, pulling it forward and rotating it downwards into the slots of 31B1 and 31B2. If you plan to paint your oven, we recommend applying painter's tape across the opening to block paint from contaminating the fire bricks. Lay 16 fire bricks flat across the 28 series supports and insert 8 fire bricks vertically in between 27A1 and 05A1. Align slots in 34A1 over the hooks on top of the oven. Carefully allow 34A1 to drop down, then slide forward. Place 35A1 into 34A1 to secure it. Insert 36B1 into 38A1 and rotate upward into place. Ensure that 36B1 is the correct hardware. Slide 37A1 into the cutout on 36B1, rotating it clockwise to secure. Hook 38A1 onto the ends of the 29B series supports and push down to secure. A decision on hinging the door on the left or right side should be made prior to assembling the handle. By placing the handle on the other side of the door, you can change the hinging from left to the right side. Insert 39B1 into 41A1. Slide 40A1 into the cutout of 39B1, rotating it counterclockwise to secure. With 41A1 at an angle, slide the top peg upward into the hole in 16A1. Then rotate the bottom inward and allow the door to drop in place. Using a rubber mallet or hammer, bang 01L1 into 11A1 and 01L2 and 03L2 into 05A1. This completes your Oven Brothers Pizza Oven assembly. We hope the oven helps you to cook great tasting food. And remember to check out our next video on how to prepare and season your oven for cooking.